look at is collaboration. And our objective for collaboration is to describe a possible utilization for your classroom for one of the following tools for collaboration. So my go-to is always Google Docs. They're just so many nice aspects to Google Docs. They're really made for collaboration. And the other one that's kind of fun is Padlet. So Google Docs, if you've already taken the Google Apps for Education course, you know that they can be set up to allow multiple editors, actually unlimited, but you probably don't want more than a few people at a time. The more people you get on there, the crazier the document gets. It's a nice way to have group projects completed. Kids don't actually have to physically gather together. They can collaborate from their own homes or anywhere where they have an internet connection, so they can go to the library where there's Wi-Fi, or McDonald's, or anywhere where there's an internet connection. If you would like to see who actually did the work, who actually typed in the work, if they give you editing rights, you can see who made the edits and did most of the work, if that's something you're interested in. And finally, we're going to look at Padlet. And Padlet's just fun. It works like an online bulletin board. Students and teachers can add text, images, videos, lots of different things to the board. It's a fun way for them to collaborate on an assignment. As a teacher, you can determine the editing and the rights of each Padlet wall. So if you wanted to, you could preview posts before they're added to the wall. Maybe you have some kids you're not really sure if they should be adding things to a wall that everybody could see. You could preview it and help them get the best posts they could possibly get. So here's my Padlet dashboard. I have, this one was really fun. Katie Markle was my student teacher, and she has a weakness for bad jokes, and so all the kids, what they did, her going away gift was we made a Padlet wall, and they actually all went in and put a really corny joke, like, how do you make a fruit punch? You give it boxing lessons. Okay, so anyway, they got to write her a nice note. They could include a picture of their CCR net, just kind of cool stuff. So that's one Padlet wall. I'm going to go back to my home page, which is my dashboard, and I'll show you how easy it is to do a Padlet. So I'm going to go to New Padlet, and let's create a new one. That's me. I can share it or export it. Here's where I get to the fun stuff. Modify this Padlet. So I can have a little portrait that represents me up in the beginning there. Alright. Oh, I'm going to double click on that to I can put a title and a description. Okay. Alright, so that's the basic info. The wallpaper is what it looks like on the whole thing. So obviously there's all kinds of things you can do. You can do a map. You can use a Padlet wall for to-do lists, all kinds of things. There's stars. It's just kind of fun. Or you can use your own picture. The layout. Now right now it's freeform. So wherever I type or I double click, I can put a text box anywhere, and I can put a link in the text box. Okay. Alright, and it puts that there. I can, that was the one thing I can do there. If I don't like that, I can delete that one, or I can get rid of that, and I can, I'm not sure what that thing is. Oh, that is, you can attach a file. So if I wanted to go to my documents and just find, let me just find something. There's a PowerPoint slide. Boom, right there. Okay, so actually that's PDF. Okay. Now if I double click over here, there's another text box. I can take a picture, so that's going to turn on my video camera. I'm going to allow. Okay. And I think we've pretty much gotten through all of them, but I can also make things, oh, good Lord. Okay. I'm going to close that, but you can see how I've got the arrow there? I can make it bigger or smaller. Okay, I'm going to make this one nice and big, and I can move them anywhere I want to. That's because the settings for this wall, the layout, is freeform. If I do stream, it does my first box followed by my second box. When I double click, oh, the third one goes there. There we go. My favorite band. Now if I do modify this and I go to layout again and I say I want it in a grid, puts it in like that. So whatever you want. You know, the problem with freeform when you have a lot of people on there is it makes things look a little goofy. So I like the stream, or I like the grid. I kind of like things to look nice. I can make this a private Padlet, password protected, a hidden link, totally public. Okay. I can set up to moderate posts, which means I get to decide what goes on the wall and what doesn't. I can add people specifically and give them control over the wall. Just going to hit reset. Okay. If there's any changes to it, it can send you an email if you want. Every Padlet has its own funky email address, so we're just going to call this TPS PLA. Nope. Alright, so pick. So this is now called J. McDowell TPS PLA. So Padlet.com, my username, and then Tecumseh Public Schools Professional Learning Academy. I can make a copy of the Padlet, or if I don't want it, I can just delete it. Okay.